those who earn a lot. You will find that especially those who are employed, somebody may be earning 300,000 and there's another one who is earning 20,000, just like we were being shown here. But you'll find this 300,000 guy usually request money or ask the one who earns 20,000 money. Is it true, Mr. Mugo? So it's how you plan yourself. It is how you manage your finances that matters. The amount doesn't matter. So I want to welcome Sam, who will take us through the session. But before he comes, Peter, you can tell us how we are going to do it.
Praise the Lord. How was your lunch? How is the session? Great. Because of our speakers' insightful words. And number one, sometimes you might not want to disclose because of the nature of the question. You might not want to be seen. But again, we can use these because what we need is assistance.
So we want to welcome our speaker once again to take us through the session of finance. Maybe for the next 15 minutes, then we'll get into the question and answer. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. I forgot to mention this book is just 1,000 shillings. For this meeting, we may revise it upwards. It's a special book for those who want to get it. I want to tell you a few things about finances. And I want you to listen to me right. There's a verse that says, a poor man's wisdom is despised. Do you remember that? You are very wise. There's a poor man who helped a city to avoid capture by using wisdom. But after they actually used his wisdom to be delivered, because he is poor, after that they did what? They forgot him. Somebody made it look like poverty is humility. Ni kama when you don't want too much, you're humble. It's like a virtue. Na wale wako na pesa, we made them suspects. Wako Illuminati, wameiba, ni wezi, wako corrupt. So we avoid entering into money because it is suspect. Other time we never get into money because we don't know how. I'll tell you 3 statements and we'll pick it up in our financial conference next time. Please look at me. Women are born with value. They are born with beauty that they don't have to earn. If a girl just dresses and gets out, she gets attention, affection, value, reception for just being woman. Okay? Women are born with value. Men are born with nothing. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But please, there's nothing on you that will cause the world give you attention. Women are given, men earn attention. The Bible said if the man does not provide, he is worse than a non-believer. The definition of man is to manage. When you say you man the facility, we are saying you manage facility. You change from boy to man when you get on top of your finances. On top of finances does not mean stinking rich. It means capacity for abundance. Never talk to a woman before you get capacity for abundance if you're not married. And if you have children, don't dare come to retirement without capacity for abundance. You will retire, you'll be despised, you'll be forgotten, you'll be miserable, you'll pray to die. Life will be unbearable. This life, money answers everything. Money answers clothes, money answers peace, money answers health. When you grow old, our health becomes delicate. You need checkups, you need maintenance, you need to live softly, you need to have comfortable transport, you need to have things that help you to have a comfortable life. Right now, if you're living hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck, you are just learned poor. We have illiterate poor, which are the most popular poor, and then learned. Mshahara ya walimu ilicheleweshwa 1 month. There was chaos the whole country. Because they are learned poor. They live paycheck to paycheck. They are on loans. Hata kununua tangi ya maji. Chama. We don't know that float. Cash flow. Money building up is the way we live. What we do is we think our security is in a job and we call it permanent and pensionable. If the pastor of this church was not a man of abundance, this session could not happen. He could only operate with what is known. My wife could not believe I'm being invited by AIC. She said, chakundanganya. Hiyo ni kanisa yangu na nawajua. They can't pay speakers like you. He said, no, I think it's the pastor. I said, sasa umesema. On top of what the church can do, he is going out of his way to make sure it happens. If he was a man living just paycheck to paycheck, atungekuwa hapa. Do you see the difference money makes? Look at how we have eaten. Tumekula na chakula ndogo. Look at the abundance. Nyama choma, matumbo. Manze, pasina reverend. Manze, thank you. Asante. Have you also noticed that the leadership of the church is very secure? Mwenye ananiongelesha does not have to be the most senior. The reverends are there. They're in the attendance. When people know their place, when a man is comfortable in his journey of building wealth, building who he is, he does not fight with anyone. Do you know the reason you have too much enemies? You are idle. You are arguing on WhatsApp groups, writing paragraphs to quarrel people on social media because you are idle. The day you get serious building money, manze utakuwa na time isipokuwa ya kulala na kukula. Mtu atakusimamisha kupigia kelele, cha, nikisikia unafanya. You just move on with your life. I'm just saying the first principle is this. You don't enter into wealth by possessing the inheritance, the substance. You enter into wealth by possessing the heritage. Inheritance is the substance. Heritage is the culture, capacity, knowledge, way of life. It's behavior that makes you a citizen of the country called money. Should I say that again? There's a country called abundance, called wealth, called money. And once you learn how they operate, now you are a member there. Even if you are not full of money yet, it is coming. But how do we become a member of that country? Number one is, there's a farmer who was asked, how do you make your crops? There's a farmer who was getting abundance every year. Every year anavuna sana. Every year anavuna sana. Akaulizwa, what's your secret? Akasema, I don't force my crops to yield. I remove everything that stops them. I remove the pests. I remove the weeds. And just let them. The first step to money is remove all the obstacles that stop you from accepting money. Money to your God is just nothing. Do you know God and Satan are not interested in money? We have made so much noise about money. We think that's also what God and Satan are about. What will Satan do with $1? The kingdoms of heaven and hell are after human souls. Money is a currency to buy souls. Go and read Revelation, what the market was trading. I saw there they were trading, spices, precious metals, foodstuffs, and the souls of men. What God came to die for is to save us. Money comes in. I'm trying to, napitia hapo to prove to you that you only think wrongly about money. That's why you keep fighting about it. Money itself is just paper. It's a representation of the real thing that matters. Money is about value. Value delivered. Actually, I like to call it receipt. Just look at bills of money as receipts. Receipt. Value delivered. So I want you to stop thinking like money is your enemy. Those people have money oppressors. No. When you become valuable, the response to value, to working very well, to delivering good services, to making such change, to being such a good farmer, to delivering consistently, to being so dependable. People respond with what? Money. Value delivered. Kutoka leo acha kufikiria pesa, fikiria value yako. Poor people are not lacking money, they are lacking value. Did you get it? Poor people don't lack money. They lack what? Anytime hata ule household uliajiri na learn value, akafanya kakosa, akajua kushona, akajua kusolve problem, akajua kuwa dependable, akaanza kusolve problem, aliachana na wasi akaenda value nyingine. True or false? And you're not saying anything about it. It's a starting point, isn't it? You can be a hustler at any level, household or whatever, gardener. Many of us have done many things, but we added our value. That's the first law. The second law is this. If working hard makes you rich, show me a rich donkey. After you know value, you must understand that when you have value, you must organize it in a way that has a multiplier effect, growth. Many people, after they become a professional, a teacher, let me know the professionals I have here. What do you do, my brother? Banker, perfect. You deal with our money. Wewe, tumekuona. What do you do, my brother? Business, perfect. Business people, they sell us everything. Hata naweza kuuzia city clock. Hiyo tunaudaga hiyo ukitaka kesho. So that thing you are in, you do business, you do banking, but you only do it like a laborer. You'll only be paid with the food. Listen to this. As long as you are selling labor, you are paid with the food. When you sell labor, you are paid with? You are just a decorated slave. Slaves, they worked and they were paid with food. That's why we say, I'm making a living. I'm trying to put food on the table. We have accepted it. I'm just trying to do it. To put food on the table. To earn my bread, to make a living, So, if you are earning your livelihood, if you are earning your livelihood, we can say your life is a pyramid scheme. You live to pay for your life. I live to
make a living. My life is just a living. So I just live to earn what I need in order to live. What's the difference between you and a cow? A cow wakes up to eat in order to live, and eats in order to live, live in order to eat, and eat to live, and live to... When you don't move beyond professional, becoming a professional. Sina enough time ya kuargue kwamba usipokuwa professional utapitwa duniani. Utakuwa na sweat sana na unaumizwa sana. Professional is a licensed practitioner in anything. Umenielewa? Licensed plumber. Usikuwe tu plumber kako kuwa na license, licensed electrician, licensed. Sawa? Business specialized. Business what? Ukifanya tu kitu tu everywhere, people will never know what to come to you for. Sawa? Then get a license. Usiende vile vibanda za barabarani za illegal. You can't grow that way. For you to grow, you must get in the system. Watu wajuange unakuanga wapi na watakupata aje na nini unauza, wakikupigia hata 5 years from now, you can deliver. Sawa? Licensed, professional. Ukifika hapo tunatokana na education, na training, na kujifunza professional. Pastors, don't do social work. You know, pastors have just been volunteers. Wanalipwa shilingi 2 kwa sababu ni kazi ya Mungu. Hata kununua go ni struggle. Walikuwa wanataka nini kwa socks na wana ride bicycle. Unakumbuka? Kwanza AIC they were notorious. Alafu wanasukuma bicycle hata kwa mteremko. Na ametaka socks na amebeba kamfuko ka leather kalikuwa kanaingia Biblia hapo nyuma. Na anaenda safari ndefu sana. Anaenda mkutano. Anafunza kadeti catechism anasomesha. Anaishi like a beggar. Hadi wanawake wakaanza kuswea siwezi olewa na pastor. Ni juu ya umaskini, haikuwa kitu kingine. Bila hapo anataka umkemee. Saki kuishi na mchango, tuchagieni aripe fees, tuchagieni. Women, that is very insecure. If you love the work of God, do what Pastor Tyrus has done. Expand your life so that like Paul, unatengeneza tent na una preach. Unasaidia the poor, una organize conference, unasaidia ina happen. Pamoja na Mungu amekupea neema na kwa sababu akona trust, akifungua duka hata ya kuuza baisikeli na tunamtrust, tutanunua kwake kuliko kwa watu wengine. Tumia hiyo position to expand yourself in an ethical way. Fungua posho mill, jua uibi unga. Fungua duka maziwa, jua ubatizi maziwa na maji, unajua wanaibatiza. Wewe uko na integrity na uibatizi watakuja zaidi. Okay? Mlima mahindi ni kwa sababu wauzi ikiwa nyanya upigi dawa wanaenda kuhara, unawaambia honestly kuna dawa wanakuzia kwako. So use your position to do business, to expand yourself. Ongezea psychology. Fanya life coaching. Kama uko na gift ya speaking, be a speaker. Enter social, enter online. Fanya hizo series zako. Zipeleke far. TD Jakes was a preacher, but he went beyond just preaching. He made it a global thing. Tumia technology, do what they're doing. Let me mention the last thing, nichukue maswali yenu. Nataka kukuonyesha kwamba we have a lot to learn about finances. Ya kwanza ilikuwa, you must become a licensed professional to be identified from the crowd and to also organize your gifts. Usiposoma, usipokuwa professional, hauta organize your gifts. Business is very general. Tafuta gift zako ziko kwa nini na uziorganize hapo. Ukikaa general, you remain shallow. You specialize. You do a small field perfectly. Second thing, if you only stay at selling value for money, you'll be paid only enough to pay for your living, and you'll be a beast of burden, and you'll always be on the brink of being broke. On the brink. So the third law is the poor sell labor. Skilled professionals sell time. Let me repeat this well. Those who are poor, they sell labor and they are paid. Wanapewa piecework, per day, anauza sweat. Sawa. Professionals wale tumeenda university ama tuko na license, we sell skills. And we sell them per month, we sell them per time. You log in the time. Most of Kenyans wako hapo. That's why we are very vulnerable. The wealthy don't earn money by labor. These are the poor. Not by time. These are the broke. The wealthy, they sell leverage. They sell what? Leverage is also called advantage. They earn money by advantage. What is advantage? Solving problems. Solving problems. These are the wealthy. They identify a problem and solve it skillfully, advantageously. You are happy to pay them. Those who sell cars, they don't make you feel like they sold your car. They feel like they helped you solve a problem of getting the best car for the budget you have, for the need you have. That's the best salesperson. True of us. Unanunua na unatumia rafiki yako, ujamaa atakusota. Nia yake si kuuza tu magari, anataka kuelewe budget yako ni nini na nini zako ni gani, alafu anatafuta. Si lazima akuuzie zile ziko kwao, anakutafutia hata kwa wenzao. That's how the cars I bought the best for. One lady aliniambia, usiambie boss wangu kuna hiyo gari unatafuta. Kuna mwenzangu akana nifuate, usiambie mtu. Na kaingia kwa premier akaniambia wewe nifuate. Tukaenda akanipoint akaniambia, introduce kwa colleague. Another showroom. Huyu atakusota, wako nayo kwa stock. Wewe mkimalizana utajua vile utanifanyia. Huyu mtu ameniuzia ama amenisaidia? Hata bila kuniitisha pesa niliingia nikamtumia na nikaweka namba yake. Nikitaka kununua gari namwambia, Esther, sasa natafuta hii model na hii model. Okay, budget yako ni gani? Alafu nipe muda anaingia research anisaidie. She's wealthy not because she's trying to just do things. Ameketi hapa kwa salesperson. Hatuna hiyo kwa stock. Hatuna hiyo kwa stock. We don't have that in stock right now. You know that's how normal lazy sales people talk, eh? Ananiambia, Benja unatafuta nini? Hebu nipe muda. Anaingia anatafuta. Benja bado niko kwa ile kesi yako. Budget hiyo kitu imefika hapa na hapa. Niko na hizi option. Niambie. Huyo siku ni serve ananisaidia. They solve problems. You don't feel sold, you feel helped. Doctors who you never forget in your life. Hakukaa tu kama doctor ati prescribe kuja nione for 2 weeks. Alitaka akuelewe maisha. Sometimes hata hakukupea dawa, alikwambia fanya hii exercise, kula hivi na walk hivi na ukuje uniambie kama umeisikia tena. Hata akahepa kutengeneza pesa akusaidie. True of us. The best doctor is more loyal to you than the hospital, isn't it? The best lawyer looked at helping you solve it without trying to make money from you. But what in the end, what happened? You brought them more money. Every problem you brought to them, you sent your friends. We make money, wealth, not by trying to make the money, by trying to solve the problem. Now you may ask me, na mbona basi lazima tuuze price fulani? Ukikuwa very valuable, huwezi kuwa cheap. Watu watakurarua, watakungania, watakurarua, si ndio? Zile hoteli ziko na environment na class haziwezi uza chai shilingi 20. Juu kwanza kuiweka hiyo standard, they also need to incur cost, si ndio? Security kila kitu. So nikiingia Sarova Woodlands kuna security una sign hapa because najua sasa hapa hakutaingia watu wa kunisumbua. Ile level iko hapo ya security, the snatcher wa simu hawezi ingia. So I can leave my phone there as I serve on the buffet. Hutu tuma hoteli twingine tuwapata potea, nikiamuka niache. Chai ni 50 lakini security is on you. Kule kwingine chai ni 500 but security is on us. You see the difference? They are solving a problem. Wananipea peace of mind. Peace of what? I can park my car na niende. Lakini utu twingine utu fast food. Ukipaka hapo na uko macho side mirror ndio hapa chipo ni 100 lakini security ni juu ya. Kule kwingine chipo ni 700 lakini security ni juu ya yao. Who is making money? Who is hustling? Woodlands is solving problem. The other guy just selling chips. Hata yeye anasolve kashida, lakini ile level ya chini. Shida yako ni unauza tu kalamu. Hutaki kuelewa wanaonunua kalamu ni nini wanajaribu kuandika na maisha yao inaendeleaje na ni kalamu za aina gani hata kama ziko kwa duka yako unaweza watafutia. Customer hawajafeel kama wewe ni msaidizi wao, wamefeel kama wewe ni muuzaji. That's why they avoid you. I'll finish with this. Wealthy people are generous. We feel indebted to them. Hata vile tu amekuongelesha na akakupea tips kabla umulipe anything, unasema hey, umenisaidia. Ukitaka kuwa wealthy, you master your field. The word is called mastery. Say mastery. You become Lionel Messi. You learn football so well. Any club that wants to go up, hata kama iko America na ujui English, they come for you. Now he's playing for America na ujui English. Because he did not go to play English, he went to play food. They will hire a translator to work with you. Because he will change the game. Cristiano hajui Kiarabu, anachezea Uarabuni. Ashafika miaka ya kuretire na hajakubaliwa kuretire. The other guys hawajapata club ya kuassign because they are mediocre. I'll finish on this. You will make money on your own terms. Jeff Koinange hakuafektiwa mshahara yake na COVID. Wengine walikatwa, wakapunguziwa, wakapewa mandatory leave. Yeye alipoenda nyumbani kamera ililetwa nyumbani. Uliona hivyo? TV ilimfuata kwake. Wengine wamefukuzwa, huyu amefuatwa. Hiyo ndio tofauti. Wewe ukifukuzwa, master anafuatwa. If you are average, you'll be the first one to be replaced. Job group K. We have decided your salary. Take it or leave it. Sign here. Sign your account in job group Q. If you don't want that many people, you are average. When we meet next time, mukikubali tufanye seminar tena, I'll teach you the levels of becoming a master. We all start as a student or a learner or an intern. Then next we go to a practitioner, licensed person. Then we go to now. Practitioners, that's where he said, Nikona 30 years as a nurse. I have 20 years as a banker. Average. You just sit there waiting, yawning, waiting for fun. Then you start fun. Masters, they learn more than they practice. Actually, he said, if you give me 5 hours to cut a tree, he said 6 hours to cut a tree, I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. That's the master's code. They stay in the library, in the study room, more than they stay at work. I speak less. By the thing I do least, ni kushangaza, ni kuongea. The hours I spend on stage, to 72%. The rest of the time, I'm just teaching for free, practicing, researching, learning. Masters don't operate 8 to 5. They operate 4 to 5. Ile masaa ana perform ni chache sana ukilinganisha na ile ana research. Umeelewa? Ule consultant uliambiwa ndiye anajua hiyo shida. Uliambiwa anakujanga lini? Tuesday 12 to 2. Isn't it? But the general doctor is here Monday to Friday 8 to 5. Do you get the difference? But your consultant, ulilipa ile 3,000 yako. Hadika hapa APA, shine hapa 1,600. The consultant, sorry now, consultant is another story. Shika namba, pigia assistant wake. They don't even tell you directly. What's the problem? That's something like 20,000. Hawakulazimishi. They just know the level at which they solve problems. Ile time anahitaji kuingia deep, aielewe. Hana uwezo wa kucharge less. Umeelewa? Hata akijaribu, Sarova can't sell tea for 50 hata ukibeg. Heri wakupe bure. Heri tu wakupe. How many workers are attending you there? How much ground wame occupy in a prime place? How much parking? How much lighting? Wale wanaenda Sarova hata waangalie menu, anakula alafu anauliza how much is there? Thank you, I'm a swipe card, thank you. See you. It was a good service. Tip, and they go. Wewe unateta. Hii chai mumeongeza 10 ilikuwa 50 hapa silipi. So, my brother John Kogi, you will start driving prestigious cars because cars are like clothes. What you drive tells us who you are. When I was young, I used to drive practical cars. Practical. Hustler. Kuna hustling stage when you're trying to break away from professional to master. You move, you double. Una work 2 jobs. Ile job umeajiriwa na ya kujimake. So unakuanga na 2 jobs. The learning one and the earning one. Learning, earning. Learning, earning. Unakanga crazy. Every free time uko kwa book zako, kwa study yako, una research, unafunza watu online, uko na class zako, usually look crazy. Then you start being different. Being different. Being different. That time, you don't need practical cars now. You need cars that have presence. What? So seme, wanaendesha gasolas. Hiyo fuel gasola, inakunywa sana. Chacha uko level ingine wewe. Ni levels. They don't, ulisikia mbadi Prado imetoa V8, imeachana na V8 inatengeneza V6. Na watu wa V8 wamekataa. They don't care about V8 consumption. They want the power. They want the what? The power. Did you hear that This Range Rover thing, it is 4.4 liter petroli, 500 horsepower. Unaekelea hivi na ufu. Okay, kale kapaso kako hakana shida, lakini lazima upamp ndio kavuke bump. When I was trying to buy my first car, my friend advised me a Demio, the old model Demio. Akaniambia hii haikuji sana. My wife akaniambia wewe. You know the problem with your spouse, they know you. The rest of the people, they try to please you, but your spouse, are you impressed? Mnaongea aja comment. My wife, what is your view about it? View about what? Kuna kitu kingine ya maana ya kusema. Hiyo utaivunja na siku mbili wewe. She told me my demand for power is too high. And my mother had already told me that. Uwezani na kilimo, kazi ya mikono inakushinda, but you are sharp in class. Zingatia hapo, otherwise you'll be a useless intellectual. Umeona huku mtaani? Very talented intellectually, disorganized in career, hana pesa. So hawezi maisha practical ya kutengeneza kiti na bado hajajipanga hii intellectual impe kazi. Umeona? They are very polished English but very frustrated in life. My mother ananiambia that is your risk. Utakuwa very bright and useless. To manage your brightness and uselessness, unakunywa pombe, unakunywa tutu cheap, unafanya. So you become wasted potential. Simeziona? Let me tell you. I want to finish on this. Mwanaume uliye hapa na una spend time kuchat na mwanawake umerogwa. Get one woman to build with. Jenga huyo. Mujenge na yeye. Concentrate on your wife. Muinvolve everywhere. Muinvolve na umujenge. You become wealthy. Did you hear Bill Gates regretted deeply divorcing the wife? Ali regret sana. Jeff Bezos kutoka hapa anattract watu they just want what he has. Niliambia watu I can't afford to divorce. I'm not saying nitauawa na abuse. I chose right. When you choose right, you don't have to worry, just have to be faithful. Na nikawaambia ku replace my wife is almost impossible because tayari ukipata jina, that's why Diamond can't marry right. It's very hard to marry right ukiwa na jina na potential. Wale wanakukujia wanataka life. Hawataki love, wanataka yo lifestyle. Wanakuja hapa ati Kamula Mwaka nafikiri kako in charge. Mtu anakuja tu anapata mtoto anapata jina na anaenda. Eriko Mondi anakaa kaka mtu anakuja anapata jina kanaenda. It's very hard mwanaume mwenye status na respectability kuwa vizuri. Kwa sababu virtuous women wale wangekusaidia hawana effort, hawakujangi, they don't come to beg you. They stay in their space, come to them. Na usiwakujie na personality na persona na kuja na reality na humility na muongelesha kama mtu. That is too hard to do for a person like him. Nikianza kudate sahi John, it will be impossible. Jitabidi nijifunike hoodie, nikuje kwenu hapo kuna msichana niliambiwa ningrad ako job ati niketi hapo. Watu wana Zulu. It will be impossible to date privately. Heri nitume watu kama John waniletee. Diani atauma. Unatuma kunguri ilete nyama. For a man like that to marry right, anahitaji mamake, sistake, wamsaidie kumletea wakutane private. Ukiwa na njina ni ngumu sana kuwinda. Umenielewa? That's why it's almost impossible. Kama wewe mwanaume uko na bibi faithful, my friend, chukua mshipi na ingine, ufunge hiyo kiuno wewe. Pamoja na kufuri na padlock na maobi na mapepo utoe. Ukiachwa na huyo mke. There's a governor tutamtaja but sote tunamjua. Alifukuza the right wife mwenye alimjenga. Kutoka hapo alienda chini akaanza kukulwa na slay queens wakimwembarrass. Wakienda TikTok kumuita toothpick. Wanaume wengine mnawaona huko. Focus. They discipline themselves. Napenda nikiwa na mambo mazito na beba mke wangu. Kuna environment ananileteanga iko na stability. Wanaume akiwa peke yako unamulika. Unajua married men are the hot cake nowadays in the black market of side chick. You know that? Eh? You have a family to protect. Akikutisha 500 utatuma quietly. Single men ni terrorists. Others are gays. Married men responsible, leader like. Kwanza Christian, huyo ndio mzuri. Haizi kubali umwaibishe, kwa hivyo atatoa akiwa amenyamaza. Tafuta kama Kristo, kajoni kako utege. Njoni akifikiria amewinda, kumbe ndiye. Kakimanage kukupata, hata tu house help. Tumeona wanakurushia ni signal. Wewe unafikiri sex. Why are you so short-sighted? Somebody is thinking about a portion of your estate. You are thinking of theirs. Nani aliroga wanaume? Unaona matiti, yeye anaona land. Kati ya nyinyi wawili. Nani ako na maono hapa? Yesu alisema watu wa dunia wako na hekima kutuliko. Msichana ameona land na nyumba na mahali atalelea watoto wake. Wewe umeona nyash. Manzi kako na nyash. Yeye anaambia wenzake, manzi nimepata nyamazeni. Jinga hizi mkiniharibia. Hata kama ni pasi hawasemi, hata wanaondokea. Nakuja nafanya tu mambo yako. Mna chat. Na wana cooperate, wapigangi simu ukiwa nyumbani. Siku hizi wako cooperative. Wana respect wife. Haki enda kaone watoto, I understand. Haki, you have a beautiful wife. Nowadays they don't fight directly. Hata walitangaza wakasema sisi kama side chick association tunataka kutuma ujumbe kwa Godways, muache kuondoka. Mkisikia tuko na chini na bwana zetu, usiondoke. Unaenda wapi? Mimi simtaki wote. Nataka tu hiyo tu hapa kado, unaelewa? Yaani mkue tu nyote, mimi nataka tu matuda. Wale wa kulipua waliisha. Hawa wanataka akuri naende. Ile siku utakosa kununua land. Ile siku utaongezea 20. Ndio atakwambia ni post. Sema mi. Nakumbuka. Biblia iliona mwanamke akipata bwanake anapigana na mwanaume mwingine na kwa ajili ya kumtetea ashike huyo makagari. Ati akifanya hivyo akatu mkono. Wasiku hizi hawajui Biblia. Atakukamata hapo. Na ulikuwa na confidence, ulikuwa unatubiria vizuri, unaanza kutoa pumzi. Nini kibaya? Mbona John Kago lakini hai anasema kuna headache na ameenda ni sawa, lakini mnakuja kusikia ni kale kasichana kapare Saron kamepost TikTok. Jamaa ameonekana akiwa na natural suit. Unajua hata BBC ime investigate kitumia. Wameokota hawakuwa kwa site. Umeona hiyo documentary? BBC hawakuwa ground. Wametumia video hizi ku piece together killings. And you think you are hiding yourself ukiingia lodging. Jinga wewe. Kila mtu siku hizi ako na kamera. Kila mtu. Wewe mwenye reputation, wewe elephant, wewe big name, you are very easy to hit. Kesho nitaachilia big news. Subscribe na kesho saa 8 mkuja hapa. I have kesho niko na breaking news, tuko trending, Zulu spotted. Yeah. Masters can't keep money unless they know they are also being hunted. I'm not the hunter. Sorry. I'm not bragging, but I'm no longer the hunter. Pastor, nilijua hilo na nikanyenyekea. Nikiwa college I was the hunter. Unaingiza msichana box, si ndio? Unarusha malines, si ndio? Johnny sasa hivi hitaji kurusha malines. Just act as if you're interested. Aki wewe. Namba yangu nataka ni sawa lakini usiambie mtu. Hata wakiwa married. Are you aware of that? Pesa imeharibu dunia. Ask me questions, but we'll continue that lesson. You can't keep wealth when you don't have internal stability, good support, na lazima uoe na uoe vizuri. Ukioa vibaya, ukienda nyumbani kama uko na njaa kama Samson, ukutane na Delilah, utakunywa maji kwa kisima si chako. Proverbs ilikwambia ukunywe maji kwa kisima chako na utosheke huko. Usipokuwa na kisima chako, utakunywa yenye sumu kule nje. Na utaondolewa mapema. Watakuharakisha uondoke. Watakuharakisha ama watajishikilia. Some of them don't want to work hard. If they can just get a child with you, they are sorted. Thank you very much. So I have 27 minutes. So first come, first served. Do you have some questions? Mnaona kama tutafaa tufanye conference ya finances? Very good. Si umesikia wanataka? Sasa utawarushia kwao. Chama na kwapi?